I guess the question you have to ask, if you were named the Yankee manager, how would this whole thing have played out? I know you left the Dodgers as the hitting coach. How about if you were named the Yankee manager? Would you have worked around this situation? What would Don Mattingly? I know it's a tricky question. I'm sure you've considered it. What would you have done?
I have considered it. It's one of those, you know, you thank God that it didn't work. You know, it didn't really work out. And you kind of say, hey, I'm really glad. I told a lot of people since then, I am really thankful at this point that I didn't get that job. You know, kind of dealing with the issues that we're dealing with as our family. And it's tough issues because, you know, we've been married 28 years.
Right.
And we've been through a ton and been through a lot. And
every family does.
Yeah, in this situation, you know, we talked about it a little bit.
Yep.
I've been in the public eye my whole life and not really that concerned about what people think or say. But when you're dealing with your family and your wife... And
when it's your wife and your kids, it's very tough. You know, you don't care what people say about you. You can take it. But when it's about your family, it's very tough.
It's
tough. Really is.
And so it's an issue that, you know, we deal with as a family. And, you know, some of the demons that we've, you know, dealt with in our family and with this issue in the past... you know, we kind of want it no matter how it works out. We really worry about Kim and her health, her safety, and the kids' health and safety through all this. And that's really a main issue. And, you know, it's something that I've tried to explain to the kids. It's stuff that's going to get in the papers. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. And we just have to kind of try to deal with it as best we can.
And you still have the one child in high school, right? You have the other two are passed. You got the one child in high school?
Right.
So you got to be careful with him. You got to make sure he's okay.
Jordan's 16, and really the main issue for me being home this summer. And the Dodgers have treated me great through this. They've been great because they want me to make sure that we keep Jordan in a place that you make sure he's stable and that he's in good shape this summer and be able to spend some time with him. And, you know, I'm very thankful for them for allowing me to really put my family first. And take care of some of this stuff.
So as it turned out, you're happy the Yankees are naming the manager.
I really am. It's one of those, you know, unanswered prayers.
Wow. That is. It's amazing how life, you know, turned. You know, we went through day after day of that. Who's going to get the job? And it's just amazing how.
We all thought you were the favorite.
You don't know where, where life's going. Do you? You know, day to day, you really don't know. It just shows you really don't know where it's going day to day.
Exactly.
Are you still going to the Dodger job? I know they brought Eastland as the hitting coach. You can still take that job. Are they kind of left on the table for you to return to the organization? What have the Dodgers said?
They've kept me in full time. They want me to be a full-time employee. I'm going to be going to spring training, like 3 weeks to a month, as much as I can. Traveling at least 5 to 6 days a month with the club.
Oh, you are? Okay.
They want me to watch tape, watch film, kind of help Eastland any way that I can and help him. You know, Joe wants me to be involved through the course of the year, going some camps again with their younger prospects at the end of the year. It's just a situation that allows me to stay a part of the organization. They've treated me great through this. It allows me to be a part full-time, but also give me time to be around Jordan, make sure that this summer goes good for him.
And you and Eastler, now, people who remember Mike Eastler, hell of a hitter. Yes. You and Eastler on the same page about philosophy? You guys
a lot.
Very much the same?
Yeah, because Joe wanted us to talk before they got into anything. He said, Donnie, I want you to talk to Mike. I'll make sure you guys are on the same page and that you guys think alike. And
he was a real good he wasn't you, but he was a real good hitter.
Yeah,
real good hitter.
Very good.
He hit a lot of balls in left center field.
Yeah. And he's a worker. And with Joe, you got to work. And I think with that young club over there, it's a club we feel like we got to establish a work ethic that you have to get after it every day. It doesn't come easy. It's not something just taking your talent and throwing it out there. It's a matter of let's get after it every day and play good baseball.
You know, I'm sure you're not thinking that way right now, but, you know, you went there to prepare to be manager. You carried your book every day. You were ready to – this was on-the-job training. You wanted to be a manager. You told us that many times. The day's still going to come. It's been derailed here for a little while. Is it a big disappointment that you're not yet a manager, or is it something you can just put on the back burner for a couple of years?
It's easy for me to put on the back burner because I feel like as a coach, I kind of get better all the time. Life experience, even this experience that I'm going through right now, I really feel
Teach you how to handle people, right?
It's going to help me deal with things and been through more because there's going to be players that I'm going to be dealing with that are going to be going through the same stuff, and I'm going to have an understanding of that. So the more issues that I have to learn to deal with and things that I deal with in my life, and handling things.
It's a good point.
This is a tough situation we're going through, but you know what? You have to deal with it. You can't just turn your back on it and think it's going to work out. You have to put time with it. You got to care about people. I mean, again, back to, 28 years in a relationship with the girl that I was 15 years old. We were running around together. You don't want her just falling out of this thing, and things not going right for her. You want her to be healthy too, because it's good for my kids and it's good for me and it's good for her.
How about the three boys? I know you got the one who's in the Dodger organization, is he not? Preston?
He is Preston.
Okay, so I mean, have they handled it okay? I mean, what do you tell a 16-year-old boy? That's a tough situation.
I think okay. He's dealt with a lot of it through the course of his life, though. He's seen a lot, And we call him the 16-year-old, 40-year-old that we have.
It's going to make him strong in the long term, though.
He's been working his whole life. He loves business. He's not a sports type kid. He's into running things and being a business person and in the stock market and all that kind of stuff. So he's a different style of kid.
Right.
And he's been good. But I think we still can't take anything for granted when we deal with our kids because we don't know what a 16-year-old mind's going on with it.